Look at your wrist. That watch cost $300. 2 years ago, it was fast, accurate, and worth every cent. Today it lags, drops apps, and dies before dinner. The hardware has not changed, not one component. They changed the software. They changed the update policy. They changed what your device is allowed to do. And they did it quietly, legally, and from a server you will never see. Manufacturers built an expiration date into your watch and called it progress. In this investigation, we expose exactly how they did it. Here is exactly how they killed your smartwatch. On day 1, your smartwatch was fast. Apps opened before you finished lifting your wrist. The battery lasted from alarm to midnight without a single warning. You paid $300 for a device that earned it. 24 months later, nothing has physically changed. The processor is identical. The sensors are identical. The screen has not degraded by a single pixel, but the watch crawls. Apps vanish from the store without explanation. The ones that remain crash, lag, and drain the battery before lunch. The hardware did not fail you. They failed you on purpose. They call it a software update cycle. We call it a kill switch. Here's the mechanism. Every major smartwatch platform releases an annual OS update. Each update is optimized for the newest chip. The old chip can run it. It just runs it slower. Manufacturers know this. They design it this way. They add background processes, heavier animations, and expanded data collection that the old hardware was never built to carry. Your watch does not slow down because it is worn out. It slows down because they loaded it with weight it was never meant to bear. Then they cut the apps. Developers are told, officially, to target the current OS version only. Older software support is dropped entirely. This is not a technical limitation. It is a boardroom decision. The watch that ran your fitness app, your payment app, and your navigation app in year 1 cannot access any of them in year 2. Not because the hardware cannot run them, because the developer was told not to bother. Your device becomes a smaller island, cut off from the ecosystem one app at a time, until it is an expensive clock on your wrist. The cost math is not accidental. A replacement sensor costs $11. A new smartwatch costs $300. They want you staring at the second number. They do not want you asking why a working device needs replacing at all. This is not progress. It is a timer disguised as progress. But the software kill switch is only the first layer. They also designed the hardware so you could never fix it yourself. The battery inside your smartwatch is sealed behind adhesive, proprietary screws and a casing engineered to crack before it opens. It is rated for approximately 500 full charge cycles. 2 years of daily charging puts you directly at that threshold. At 500 cycles, lithium-ion capacity drops to 70%. Your all-day battery becomes a half-day battery. And unlike a phone, where repair shops occupy every strip mall, the sealed construction of every major smartwatch makes battery replacement impossible without destroying the device entirely. They sealed the battery. They sealed the casing. They sealed your options. There is no third-party battery available. There is no official repair program anywhere. There is only the upgrade. That is the architecture. They call it water resistance engineering. That is a lie. The Apple Watch has used a proprietary magnetic charging connector since its very first generation. Samsung's Galaxy Watch uses its own sealed system. Fitbit's SenseLine is engineered identically. Not one of the three offers a consumer battery replacement program. The official guidance from all three is identical. If the battery degrades, replace the device. They seal the hardware shut to eliminate repair as a choice, then pointed at the casing and called it premium construction. They called it innovation. We call it a trap with a warranty card attached. Patient Zero was not a watch. It was a phone. In 2017, Apple admitted it had been deliberately slowing older iPhones through software updates without informing any of its customers. The official explanation was battery health management. The real explanation was simpler. A slow phone feels like an old phone. An old phone makes you want a new one. Apple paid a $500 million settlement. The practice did not stop. The wearables industry watched that settlement, calculated the margin, and concluded it was an acceptable cost of doing business when the replacement cycle generates billions in annual revenue. Your smartwatch is not a coincidence. It is the next iteration of the same calculation. $300 per person, replaced every 2 to 3 years, across hundreds of millions of users worldwide. That is not a product. That is a subscription without the honesty of calling it one. This is not engineering. This is extraction. If you bought a smartwatch in the last 3 years, you did not buy a device, you bought a lease. They control the software. They control the parts. They control when your device is declared obsolete, and they set the price of whatever comes next. The hardware still works. The verdict is already written before the box was opened. It was written on the day you handed over your credit card. But the resistance is real. Right to repair legislation has passed in multiple states and across the European Union, requiring user-replaceable batteries in consumer electronics by 2027. Open-source smartwatch firmware projects like Asteroid OS already exist, running on hardware manufacturers abandoned and walked away from entirely. The tide is turning, slowly, but it is turning, and it is accelerating. You have 2 options. First, support the right to repair bill active in your state or country by name. Find the legislation, contact your representative, make it a condition of your vote. Second, when you replace your current device, buy hardware with a user-replaceable battery and open firmware support. Garmin's older Forerunner series offers the repairability that Apple and Samsung abandoned years ago. The kill switch is real. The loophole is legal. But your next purchase is the one decision they cannot automate. Reject the upgrade cycle. Own what you buy. Never let them tell you that 2 years is old enough to quit.